Hey, you did it, G. They're unharmed and in one piece. Although, from all the cursing and yelling I'm hearing, I guess you didn't gag them before you put the bag over their heads. God forbid we have to do this again, but if we do, we gotta invest in something that'll, shut them up. Make a note of that. Okay, lady, I get it. Being kidnapped is, very shocking for you. But could you calm down with the insults, please? Criminals have feelings too. Believe me, I have nothing against you personally, and we're gonna try and make this as painless as... You're not the governor's kid. Giacomo, that's not the governor's kid. Who the hell did you kidnap? Excuse me, 1 second, doll. This is the picture I showed you from last week's newspaper. Now look at it, next to the civilian you got tangled up in our business now. Do they look anything alike? No, they don't. How the hell did you screw up this bad? God damn it. Alright, how the hell are we gonna take care of you? No. We're not gonna kill you, don't worry. I don't know what kind of Godfather-esque dark romance you've been watching or reading, but organized crime is a fairly tidy process nowadays. Making people, sleep with the fishes is costly and messy. Me and all of my men work mostly in money laundering and counterfeiting. This, admittedly, is a bit of a special case. You must know of our local governor, right? Running for re-election based on their staunch Christian family values. Yes, exactly. The one who's always wearing the ill-fitting suits. I always say that. The man has no idea how to dress. You know what he does know how to do, though? Woo his way into sweet, unsuspecting women's hearts and beds, without telling them that he's married already. Sweet, unsuspecting women, like my widowed Aunt Nina, who thought she was getting a second chance at love, who ended up getting nothing but an NDA and a frankly insulting amount of hush money. I know, right? Guy is a total loser. So, you see why this is a special case. Why we had to make this personal. So that douchebag can see how he likes it when someone he loves doesn't get treated properly. Or, that's what we tried to do. It was a simple snatch. How did this go so wrong? Giacomo, where the hell even were you that you managed to pick up this stray instead of our target? That's right, that schmuck had an event at the library. Shaking hands, kissing babies, all that political BS. I thought it was closed to the public. That's why we planned the kidnapping then. So you wouldn't pick up some rando. Honey, are you working for the governor? If you are, I'm sorry to break it to you, but your boss is a fucking asshole. You're a librarian? You kidnapped a librarian? Oh my god, gee, you're killing me. It was so simple. You knew where she was. You knew what she looked like. How do you screw up this bad? No. I don't want to hear excuses. Just go outside and start the car. Please. So we can try to get some good karma back. Sorry about all this. let's get you untied out of this stinking warehouse and back home. Of course, we're going to take you home. It's the right thing to do. You suffered enough because of me and my cousin out there. And silencing you the old-fashioned way wouldn't benefit us at all. Like I said before, I like my crimes like I like my money. Untraceable and unbloodied. Hey, hand to God. And besides, I'm a mobster, not a monster. Libraries are an important part of the community, and I appreciate people like you who keep them running as best they can. I might even want to stop by and say hello, if that's okay with you. Why? Because I think you're interesting. I will admit it's also partially because I hope you don't snitch to the feds. But, mostly because I just want to see you again. In the past 2 hours, you've had a sack thrown over your head, been manhandled into a van, strapped into a chair, and left to stew in fear in a cold, dark warehouse. In those 2 hours, you haven't lost your nerve or your cool even once. You didn't cry, you didn't beg, you didn't scream. You cursed me out a bit too. And you did quite a number on my associate if him limping out of here is any indication. I can't say I meet someone like you often, even in my line of work. So, I'd like to meet you again. You're giving me, a seasoned criminal, terms and conditions? Oh, I like you. All right, honey, I'll bite. What are they? No more illegal activities on library grounds. That's a fair ask. And the other thing? I be the one to drive you home. Well, I was planning on that. I love G. I do. But at this point, I can't trust him to navigate his way out of a paper bag. Even for a librarian, you do a little too much reading and not enough working. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. But I thought it'd look worse if I just kept standing here without saying anything. I do have to say, though, it's no surprise we nabbed you so easily if this is how intensely you read. I could have opened fire and you wouldn't have even batted one of those pretty eyes of yours. Not that I ever would, of course. Why am I here? Maybe I just wanted to see my favorite librarian. Maybe I want to partake in everyday normal citizen activities, like paying for overdue books and reading. That's not my style. Honey, you hardly know me. Maybe I've been looking for that book you're about to shelve. May I? I've been really looking for something to sink my teeth into. And what better book to start with than Knotted by the Alpha? Oh, don't shush me. You're the one reading smut in the library. Here, you can have it back. That's, not really my type of book. That must be, what, 90% of your job? Just shushing people who are too loud. And being the object of schoolboy fantasies, I'm sure. True, and getting hauled into cars without your permission. Sorry about that again, by the way. Oh, come on, don't try and make me leave. There's no way I'm stopping you from doing your job. I wouldn't dream of it. I'm pretty sure if I did anything of the sort, you'd go after me and my ankles with that book car. And I'm not so confident that's a fight I'd win. Think of it like this. I'm not distracting you. I'm just curious, observing, making conversation, watching a master of her craft. That's all. Why am I not working? You know what? You're right. Give me 1 sec. I have to check in with my manager. Give him a quick call. Oh, look at me, totally dialing a real number right now. Oh, wow. He totally picked up. I wonder what he has to say. Hey, boss. I was just calling to see if we had anything, pressing on the agenda today.
No. In fact, take the whole day for yourself, my beloved and precious employee. You've definitely earned it because you're so strong and handsome and cool.
Well, I mean, boss, if you say so, who am I to argue? I'll see you tomorrow by the water cooler, yeah. Well, honey, after, contacting my manager, it seems I have the whole day to myself. Yeah, I know I'm a dick. Don't worry. When you're as good as I am, you get to be your own boss at a pretty young age. Also, my mom wanted to retire young with my Aunt Nina. Who was I to deny the woman who raised me? My Aunt Nina? She's doing much better, thank you for asking. To help her get over that dick, I sent her and my ma on a girls' trip to Vegas. I'll let her know you asked about her when she gets back, though. She'll be quite charmed. Am I not worried they're gonna gamble all their money away? It's Vegas who should be worried. Despite her, terrible instincts with men, my aunt is a monster at roulette. And my mom, she counts cards better than any machine. Granted, they'll probably spend all their winnings on wine and scantily clad men, but at worst they'll break even. If not, I'll figure it out. I always do. Maybe I'll consider a career change. Become a librarian. Would you put in a good word for me, doll? What? I love books. And giving back to the community. What else could I possibly need? A master's degree in library science. Bullshit, you made that up. It's real. Oh, okay, but what if instead I just brought my winning smile? I could be your personality hire. You do not sound convinced. Maybe you could tell me more about these job requirements later over lunch. Honey, if I wanted to keep you quiet or take you out on anything but a date, this is not how I go about it. Why would I escort you home, meet you publicly in your place of work, if I wanted you to disappear? Not to mention you think I'd poison you? It's an ineffectual and unreliable weapon. So slow acting, and difficult to dose properly too. Besides, most poisons are horribly bitter, and would just ruin what I cooked. I would never disrespect food in that way. Looks like I've convinced you. So, when's your lunch break? An hour from now. Oh, how will I wait? What'll I do to hold my attention? I'm just kidding. Do what you gotta do. In the meantime, I believe I have a fictional alpha to get acquainted to. And obviously, 10-year-olds don't understand the technicalities of counterfeiting and crime. We just knew, hey, this is money. We have a lot of it, so no one will care if we take some and bring it to the arcade. So G and I, we see a stack of fresh, crisp fives, and we skim a few off the top, not knowing those were the rejects from the printer. Yeah, exactly, misprints. They looked like some artist tried to make a fan art of punk rock Abraham Lincoln. But, being dumb kids, we didn't know any better. So we still tried to put them in the token machine. No, they definitely did not work. And they were so obviously fakes that the owners of the arcade were thinking about calling the police on a couple of preteens. Until, we called our moms, and they were able to convince the owners that we were the real victims here. Something about, selling our skateboards to a con man, and not knowing the money he gave us was bad. Hell yeah, they bought it. My ma is a great liar. We, still got in a shitload of trouble, though. You know, taking money without asking, almost blowing the whole operation. We had to spend the rest of the summer working in my uncle's restaurant, learning to appreciate the value of money. Anyway, long story short, that's where I learned how to cook. I'm glad you think the food is good enough that I could go pro. That's sweet. But that was never in the cards for me. My ma wanted to retire, and this is the kind of business you keep in the family. Besides, cooking becomes so much less exciting when you have to do it for money. After having to make it 1,000,000 times for my uncle, I still refuse to make tortellini. Well, if you'd like to try it, I'm sure I could be tempted or persuaded. Or even bribed, perhaps. What do I want? I'll have to think about that. I'm sure I could figure something out. Oh, your lunch break's over? Well, I certainly don't want you to be late. I will not be responsible for you going missing again. Come on, I'll drive you back. I can see why you like your job so much. This is a gorgeous courtyard. You could just relax and read here or even people watch. You know, I actually saw a little kid take their first steps the other day. Hey, I don't screw around all day. I do work. Just, at nights. I do more than just cook and, stare at your pretty self. What else do I do? I think about you, of course. I'm also currently educating myself on the finer points of art forgery. Oh, did I also mention I think about you? But really, I keep busy, believe me. Could I make time for you, doll, whenever you need? What about tonight? Especially tonight, as long as that's what you want. It's a date then. Do you have anything planned, or shall I pick? There's a couple of places I've been dying to take you to. Of course I've been thinking about this. I've been wanting to take you out on a proper date since, well, the day I met you. I've also been looking for an opportunity to make sure all this isn't an act. Make sure you're not afraid of me. To say if you really do like me. Oh, God, do I really? How could you not tell me I had frosting on my face this whole time? Silly. You called me silly. A legion of hardened criminals at my beck and call. And you call me silly. You're one of a kind, you know that. There. Did I get it? No. What about now? You'll get it for me. Sure. Please do. Thank you. I know I'm really close. I just wanted to. One of your coworkers is calling, huh? Sorry. I've made you late. Again. The next time I make lunch, I'll have to include something extra for your coworkers. I don't have to, but I want to. I'm finally getting you to go on a date with me. The last thing I want now is for your friends to think badly of me. I'll see you tonight. Oh, right, you never answered. Do you want to plan it, or should I? Me? Perfect. I was thinking something traditional to offset our, untraditional meeting. So, how does dinner and a movie sound? Perfect. I'll make reservations right away. And we'll pick the movie afterwards. I'll be counting the minutes until then, honey. Look forward to it. I know I'll be. No. I know what kind of man I am, but we're not going to dine and dash. The chef here, Okada, I know him well, and he knows my mom well. If I did that, he'd make one call to my ma, and my life would be hell for who knows how long. Hey, I know we've been here for a little while already, but if at any point you feel uncomfortable, or like you'd want to leave, let me know. I won't hold it against you. No, of course that's not what I want. I don't want you to feel forced to stay here because I'm in the Mafia. And you think I might do something, uncouth to you if you want to leave. I mean, I really like you, if I haven't made that abundantly clear already. You're beautiful, you're sharp, you're smart, and you're incredibly interesting. The more I get to know you and your passions and your stories, the more I like you. But, again, I know I'm having a lot of fun, but the reverse might not be true. I have deeply enjoyed getting to spend more time with you, but you might not like spending more time with me, and everything that entails. Dates like tonight's being postponed or straight up canceled because one of my business meetings ran on too long. Injuries that I can't fully explain. Weeks or months where I might be impossible to reach until the heat is off my back. People who, God forbid, go after you to get to me. And finally, the fact that one day I might not even come home at all. I can promise you nice dinners, nicer gifts, anything in my power. But the one thing I can't promise you is stability. And I'd like to give you the opportunity to tell me if you could be okay with that. Or to just walk out that door. No hard feelings. No, I'm not kidding when I say it'll be the best cuisine you've ever had. And whatever gifts you like. Gold, jewels, a puppy, anything. Really? That's it? That's all it took. I warn you about my possibly imminent, violent demise. And you just say, okay, sounds good to me, after I promise some good food and a puppy. I knew you were just using me for my money. Oh, and my hot body, thank you. I love to be useful. I gotta ask, honey, are you always this brave? Or are you just foolhardy? Was being a librarian so boring that you just got kidnapped on the job one day and were like, to hell with it, might as well have some fun? Good. I'm having fun too. Makes me wonder how fun our second date's gonna be as well. I know we're not done with the first one, but what can I say that I already haven't? I like you. I want to be with you if you'd have me. All of me. Hey, come on, I have to keep asking. I have to make sure. I don't want you to feel like I'm gonna come kidnap you again if you say no. Or I'm trying to intimidate you to say yes. Too bad I'm not intimidating. Hey, I can be intimidating. In fact, I'm frequently intimidating. I might just be the most intimidating guy you know. Oh God, do I really? Soy sauce on my good shirt like I'm a toddler. Jeez, I don't believe it. You're screwing with me. I can already tell you are definitely gonna ruin my street cred. Fine, you're right. I'm not scary, and you're not scared of me. How absolutely foolish of me to question you. And I'm depriving you of dessert, of course. That's the real deal breaker that'll make you walk out, isn't it? Not the illicit businesses or dangers, but me keeping you from the full course meal I promised you. You know, one could say this is what I get for bringing you all those homemade lunches and snacks. I've spoiled you, and now you only expect the finest culinary treatment. Good. I'm glad you think that way. You deserve to be spoiled. Order whatever you like. Although, I recommend the yuzu sorbet. It's really good, and very easy to eat after a big meal. Kenji, there you are. Good timing. Huh. Suspiciously good timing. Have you been eavesdropping on the table again? Nosy bastard. Look, I know my date is extremely attractive, but I don't need you over here flirting with her every chance you get. Just take our order, and shut up. Thank you. We'll have 2 sorbets, please. Can I afford it? Shut up, prick. Yes, I can. The thing is, can you afford the hospital bill you're gonna get after I kick your ass? Exactly. Now get out of here, buddy, and bring us our damn dessert. Don't worry about Kenji, he's flirty with everyone. Me don't mean nothing by it. Now the important thing we need to decide is what movie we're gonna watch when we go home. And for me, I'm definitely a Studio Ghibli guy.